In a world of adventure and mystery, there lived a boy named Mason. Mason was a curious and brave 11-year-old who loved exploring the unknown. His best friend, Josiah, was always by his side, ready to dive into any new escapade. One autumn evening, as the leaves turned shades of gold and crimson, the two boys found themselves drawn to the old Maplewood house, a place shrouded in eerie legends and whispered tales of hauntings. Maplewood House stood at the edge of town, its windows dark and its doors creaking with age. The townsfolk often spoke of strange occurrences within its walls, but no one dared to venture inside. Mason and Josiah, however, were not easily deterred. They decided to investigate the house and uncover its secrets. As they approached the house, the wind howled through the trees, and the moon cast an eerie glow on the dilapidated structure. Mason pushed open the creaky front door, and they stepped inside. The air was thick with dust, and the floorboards groaned under their feet. They explored room after room, finding nothing but cobwebs and forgotten memories. Just as they were about to leave, they heard a faint noise coming from upstairs. It sounded like a whisper, barely audible but unmistakable. Mason and Josiah exchanged nervous glances but decided to follow the sound. They climbed the creaking staircase, each step echoing through the silent house. At the top of the stairs, they found a small, dimly lit room. In the center of the room stood a young girl, no older than Mason and Josiah. Her eyes were wide with fear, and she clutched a tattered doll to her chest. The boys were taken aback, not expecting to find anyone, let alone a girl, in the abandoned house. "Who are you?" Mason asked, his voice trembling slightly. The girl looked at them with a mixture of relief and desperation. "My name is Emily," she said. "I've been hiding here because there's something in this house. A ghost. It haunts me, and no one believes me." Josiah frowned. "A ghost? Are you sure?" Emily nodded vigorously. "I've heard it. It whispers to me, and sometimes, I see its shadow. I need your help to prove it's real and stop it before it's too late." Mason and Josiah exchanged a determined look. They couldn't leave Emily to face this alone. They decided to stay and help her uncover the truth about the ghost. The three of them spent the night in the house, waiting for the ghost to make its presence known. As the hours passed, the tension grew. Suddenly, a chill filled the air, and a soft, eerie whisper echoed through the room. Emily clutched Mason's arm, her eyes wide with terror. Mason took a deep breath and called out, "Who are you? What do you want?" The whisper grew louder, and a shadowy figure appeared in the corner of the room. It was a ghostly apparition, its form flickering like a candle in the wind. The ghost's eyes were filled with sorrow, and it began to speak in a haunting voice. "I am the spirit of Margaret Maplewood," the ghost said. "I was wronged in this house many years ago, and my soul cannot rest until justice is served." Emily stepped forward, her fear replaced by determination. "How can we help you, Margaret?" The ghost's eyes softened. "Find the locket that was stolen from me. It holds the key to my freedom. It is hidden somewhere in this house." Mason, Josiah, and Emily began their search, scouring every room for the lost locket. Hours passed, and just as they were about to give up, Josiah found a hidden compartment in the floorboards of the attic. Inside was a beautiful, old locket, tarnished with age. They brought the locket to Margaret's ghost, who smiled with gratitude. "Thank you," she whispered. "You have freed me." With a final, peaceful sigh, the ghost of Margaret Maplewood faded away, leaving the house in a serene silence. Emily, Mason, and Josiah stood together, feeling a sense of accomplishment and relief. The next morning, they left Maplewood House, the sun shining brightly on their faces. Emily thanked Mason and Josiah for their bravery and promised to never forget their adventure. The boys knew they had made a lifelong friend and that they had faced and overcome a true mystery. As they walked back to town, Mason and Josiah couldn't help but smile. They had not only solved the mystery of the haunted house but had also proved that courage and friendship could conquer even the most frightening of ghosts. And so, their story became a legend, inspiring other